Use myself while I wipe myself up. I'm used to it. Old wounds were where my scars congregate today. And I stood across the street from them as an onlooker. I looked at my scars today, the ones from when I was younger, and I didn't know how to escape. I didn't know how to call for help while your hands were covering my mouth. The ones from the back shots that you fired at my back shots, I don't know why you hired me this way. The ones I can no longer see because I looked at my scars today. They were nothing but old wounds that I kept applying cocoa butter to in hopes that they would fade away the trauma in my heart too. I spoke. I spoke peace into my own spirit because the more I looked outward, it was not going to come back in a reciprocated manner. It became where I became back in a reciprocated manner just for me to understand. It's been that way. I kept saying I'm used to it so much that people changed my name to used to it. I tried to be cordial, but you still attempted to gain power over me from 3,000 miles away, and all I wanted was healthy for our babies. I'd say our, but I really mean my. You were just a donor to the matter for a cause, to bless me in one season and cause me pain and heartache for the rest of my life. I left to come back and try again, to leave while you came back to try again, and I'm still alive, motherfucker. Try me. Because years later, you may try to haunt me from miles and miles away. I will always give you nightmares from the day you thought you could kill me. I knew that nightmares had better times and ideas than I could do for you. I knew better. I knew better. But I still call to the nightmares and tell them I knew better. I knew better. Because even though I learned your love language was physical touch, that you hated to give me every physical touch, that you loved to give me every physical touch, that you hate through that physical touch, just so you could show the world that you were physically tough. You towered over me, overpowered me, and even when I said I do, you questioned my loyalty, you questioned my love, you questioned my commitment to you, to what you stood for. And I watched as you enraged, punching holes into walls of our closets and our souls, punching wrists and putting rug burns on my ankles. I was dragged so far, so quick, that hallway didn't understand what was going on, that we were not dancing, we were not waltzing down the aisle, we were tangoing and fighting down that courtroom, and yet I still agreed I do. I did it. Are you proud of me now, Mom? Dad? Grandpa? I'm not living in the sun anymore. It's cold where I am, but I am not living in sin anymore. According to you, it's cold where I am. I am not living out of locks. Is it here for me anymore? I made you proud, didn't I? I do. I looked myself up and down in the mirror, welding tears in my eyes, practicing the lie of I do. I do. I do not think that I am ready. I do not think I am wanting, but I am sick to my stomach every time I say I do. Breathing, I do. Breath, I do. Please work, I do. But my lungs swell up with blood as you punch and punch from the lip bust. But I put meat on my face just to make it go down. In that same breath, I say, I do. Anyway. And as I grabbed my chest, after you attempted to rip off my breast, I just breathed. I had only just taken our daughter out for a walk. I'm sorry. I just breathed. I had only went downstairs to make a cup of tea. I'm sorry. I only just breathe. I only needed a breath of fresh air while I could breathe. I only just breathe. You would have thought that we were in quarantine, the way that I had to stay in the house. But do I? I still said, I do. Right? I do. Just breathe. I looked at my scars today. They are only cataclysmic synthesis of figments of my past self. A woman I don't know anymore. A woman that stayed too long. A 12 gauge to her chest too long. I don't understand too long. I said I do too long. And while I was holding my child, it's too long. It didn't understand why you kept claiming. You didn't abuse me, right? Right? I was supposed to just keep up with your lies while we were keeping up with the Kardashians, right? The lie of we just didn't love each other anymore. When they got old enough, I told them the real reason why I left. But I was wrong to do so. And I gazed in disenchantment, trying to figure out the disbelief of you trying to still control me from 3,000 miles away. When did that get too old to work out? And then told them I didn't try to work it out for them. I'd continue to put myself in unhealthy relationships because I was used to it. Because of the relationship I had with myself, I was not worthy of love. And today I look at my scars, rubbing shea butter over them, hoping that they would heal and mend my heart. My scars that showed up in my dream last night, brought on by no idea but one conversation. It was me being too nice. Your mother seems happier. She seems kinder. But don't be fooled. And yet the power that you had over me had cast shadows into deep seas on my children, that countless hours of therapy had to fix, because I don't want them to say I'm used to it. I think that you think you still have power here. I am not the same woman I once was. Yes, my heart is still delicate, but she's guarded. I am not my scars anymore. I'm protected. Thank you.